So Camp Doykeit is an answer to the American Jewish summer camp that imagines it as moving. It's mobile, it's diasporic. This is a camp that can pack up, go down to one spot, build and rebuild, so creating home wherever we are and making camp there. It's an answer and a response to the camps that currently exist for Jewish children in the US, which are all very ideological projects. And so we're proposing a different ideological form of identity through this camp. Welcome to Camp Doykeit, the Venice session. I will be your camp director for today. Camp Doykeit gathers campers from around the Jewish diaspora to dig into the foundations that hold up a currently sinking Venice and make it a bit more ambiguous. Campers ferry materials around the Venetian lagoon, unearthing the materials of this rigid territory to expose the soggy soils beneath, building spaces of inhabitation, leisure, and learning, and propagating marshland plants. Through a set of ritualized practices, campers design Yiddishland wherever they may be, and create conditions for the lagoon's underlying ecology to reclaim space. The camp travels across the city of Venice by boat and by foot, unmaking the city's conditions of division and welcoming the marsh back to imagine new forms of belongings. Thank you. So Camp Doykeit is different than other American Jewish summer camps in that its ideology is wrapped up with relations to place. So wherever the camp goes, that's what it is, essentially. Campers at this camp are physically involved with the unmaking and the rebuilding of a site. So in Venice, taking away the hard edges, removing material until you even see piers and water, and then inhabiting this space. We imagine that ideology as creating a space that is both transnational, but also accepting and liberatory in its practices. We're here today at the 19th Architectural Biennale in Venice, and this camp and the quilt that it is contained within is antithetical to both the architectural works we see here today, but also the space of the Giardini and the Biennale. At the Giardini, there are separate pavilions, each housing a nation's work. Here we occupy the interstitial space in between those pavilions. So in the garden, we walk the quilt and hold the quilt up in that in-between space. The architecture and the design we did itself is more on the scale of the landscape, and instead of adding an object to the landscape, it's remaking and reframing what's already there. So we see that as a very different type of architectural intervention. We also chose to create these images in quilt form, in fabric, so it's soft and tactile. We can sit on it, we can hold it, we can play with it, and we also see that as answering the prompt of the Biennale. It's an architectural space, it's an architectural object, but you would never see this actually in the National Pavilion.